3-video series where I talk about how to prepare and set yourself up for success. The recipe I'll be sharing with you today is so simple and so delicious. It's one of my all-time favorites for a simple make-ahead recipe. The recipe I'm sharing with you today is a roasted herb vegetable medley. So when I make this recipe, I make it for dinner and then I can enjoy it the following day or the next few days depending on how much I make. And it's so delicious as a salad topper. Don't worry, it's okay cold. Here is what you'll need. 4 large carrots, 3 zucchinis, 1 eggplant, 4 Yukon Gold potatoes, 1 red onion, pink Himalayan sea salt, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of your favorite dried herbs. So let's get started. I've already set the oven to preheat 375 or 400 depending on the heat of your oven. So what you want to do is just cut the ends off of the zucchini and cut them into about 1-inch slices like that, and then place them onto a lined baking sheet. Instead of parchment paper, I actually use a silicone baking liner, but feel free to use parchment paper if you don't have a silicone liner. And next we'll cut the eggplant. You want to make sure when you're cutting all of these vegetables that you make them about the same size so they cook at the same rate. And I like to use just a tad of olive oil on especially eggplant because it gets really dry when you bake it. So I just use a little bit, toss it with the salt and the herbs. You can kind of feel if it still feels a little dry, just add a little bit more. And then put this one off to the side. And now we'll do the same for the carrots, potatoes, and onion. And they're ready for the oven. What I love about this recipe is that you can make it for dinner and then use it the next day or the next few days to put the vegetables on top of a salad, and it really adds a nice flavor to your meal. If you're not someone who loves to eat raw all of the time, adding something like these roasted vegetables on top of a salad gives it a much more substantial feel, and you get that taste and flavor of a cooked vegetable with your raw meal. So good. The flavors are unreal. Another reason I love these vegetables is that they are made with just simple ingredients, a little bit of oil, olive oil, a little bit of dried herbs, and a little bit of salt, and it gives them so much flavor along with roasting them, so that when you have a salad and add the roasted vegetables on top, you don't have to add much else to make the meal feel really filling. When I've made this recipe in the past and used it for the next day for salads on the go, there are times where I just put lettuce with the roasted veggies on top and half a lemon so I can squeeze on top when I'm ready to eat the salad. Other times I'll add a lot of other fresh veggies, tomatoes, cucumber, fresh herbs like cilantro and parsley, avocado. I even really love to make a tahini drizzle sauce. Is basically a very similar sauce to what I made in my cucumber noodles recipe video. And another reason I love making these vegetables, I can put them in the oven. It takes merely minutes to cut and prepare to put in the oven to roast, and I can go do a workout. I can get a bit more work done while they're cooking, and when it comes time to have dinner, they are so good and nice and warm and toasty. Perfect for when the nights are still a little chilly. So I've put them in the oven. They'll roast for about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on how done you like your roasted vegetables. Then that's it. You can make salad to go with it tonight. You can add it with any other cooked foods that you're having. You can make like a Buddha bowl with quinoa or rice. You can even put them on top of zucchini noodles or cucumber noodles. There are so many options. A cool little tidbit that you might not know is that when you roast vegetables, especially root vegetables like potatoes and carrots, they're very grounding for us. When we're on the go, when we're traveling, when we're not at home, we can feel a little bit like, so we need the grounding of roasted vegetables. I definitely recommend making more than just one serving so that you can have them for leftovers for the day after, the day after that. Lots of veggies, so you have a lot of leftovers throughout the week. Whether you're short on time, coming home from work and just don't have time to cook, or you're going to be traveling, it's so nice to come home and to already have veggies made so that you just have to warm them up in the oven or eat them cold over a salad. So I just took these out of the oven. They were in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes at 375, and they are perfect. I cannot wait to dive into these. So it's a bit dark, so I'm gonna vlog the rest of this if that's okay with you guys. So all I've done is put the vegetables on top of a salad, so I'll show you guys that. And I'm gonna squeeze some lemon on top, put some fresh herbs, and then use a homemade hummus that I made to put on top. So here's the salad. I have red leaf lettuce and spinach. Put the veggies on top. Squeeze a little bit of lemon, and here is the hummus that I made last night, and voila, dinner is served.